Going to do, I've been asked to do a new basic grounding, clearing, and centering. So let's all sit nice and straight so that our energy column is straight, or lay nice and straight, whichever you prefer. And either drop a grounding cord from your root chakra or feel the grounding cords from the bottom of your feet and ask Mother Earth now to ground you all the way down to the core of the crystalline grid. And feel yourself being pulled down, down as Mother Earth holds us tightly. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, thank you. Now I release all energetic cords that I have corded into others, or that others have corded into me, and I return all energy back to its original source. And I call all of myself back to myself across all time, space, universe, lifetimes, and incarnations, past, present, and future. I call all of myself down to myself, down to be seated low at my root chakra, so that we may manifest as one. And I ask Mother Earth if I may pull clean, pure energy up through my energy column to balance, rotate, and center each of my chakras, including balancing and centering my divine feminine energy and my divine masculine energy, so I may live from my heart space as I connect all the way up to source at the highest vibrational frequency of unconditional love. And then I ask source to send the highest vibrational frequency of unconditional love, the white light, the blue light, and the violet flame, to everyone I know and everyone that I don't know, under grace. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. And so it is. And so it is. And so it shall be. Now I know many want an explanation of what I just did. Of course, I dropped a grounding cord down to Mother Earth to ground. I released all energetic cords, meaning anyone that I have corded into, anyone that I have energetically connected myself to. Perhaps I'm worried about someone, perhaps I'm putting more energy into someone or something than I should have. So maybe I'm keeping energy in the past that I shouldn't, putting too much energy in the future that I shouldn't, or even energy in the present I can have into something that I shouldn't. And so I'm putting all the energy back to where it should be, or others could be doing that to me. And so I'm asking that all energy be placed where it should be. I'm managing my energy. And then I call all of myself back to myself. It's the same thing. All of my energy back to me across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, and incarnations, past, present, and future. I'm doing the same thing. Sometimes we get caught up too much in our past, the good old days, or bad memories that we have, or our old stories that we are hanging on to, or we've been triggered and we go back to an old story, and we need to recognize that and spiral upward with our faster healing from that, because we're like, oh, I know what that is. And so we heal more quickly from that. We spiral upward and we get back into the present. Or maybe we're thinking too much about a future project, and certainly we want to plan, but we don't want to be too attached to outcomes, because as we know, energy shifts. And so we want to put the appropriate amount of energy into the future, but never get too attached to an outcome, because energy is always flowing, and we don't really know how energy is going to flow. Not for certain. So plan, put some energy into the future, but live in the present. Live your life in the present. Put most of your energy in the present. And then I call all of myself down to myself. Well, of course, I'm integrating with the higher vibrational aspect of me, my higher self. You see, my higher self is higher vibrational. It can't fill this body. It's the physical body cannot hold the higher vibrational energy that I am. I am. But I can integrate with it and access it. I can work as one with it, in oneness with it. And we can communicate. And therefore, we can manifest as one. And it can help me with the doing so that I can be sovereign over the being or the human beingness of this lifetime. And also, any guides or whatever your belief system is. And so I'm calling all of myself down to myself. I'm also gaining sovereignty over the dimension of the mind. I'm also calling my heart space down and saying, heart space, what have you got for me today? I'm saying, source, what have you got for me today? I'm calling all of me down into myself, to my root chakra, so that we can manifest together as one. So that's what that is about. And then I'm asking Mother Earth for clear, pure energy, because Mother Earth transmutes the negative energies all the time and turns them back into pure energy for us. And then we can pull that up through our spinal column area, through our energy center area, in our back, up through all of the chakras, spin, balance, and rotate them, because our chakras are supposed to be spinning. We want them balanced. We want to be in alignment. We don't want to be too far divine feminine. We don't want to be too far divine masculine, but we want to be centered. And we want to be in ourselves. We want to know ourselves. And we want to be living centered from the heart space. The heart knows the story, not the mind. And then we want to be connected to source, our creator, our divine, whatever your belief system is, at the highest vibrational frequency possible, which of course most believe is unconditional love. And then of course, we always want to be sending out unconditional love, because that is our shield. When we are sending out unconditional love at the highest vibrational frequency, we are then covered with that. When we are emanating out unconditional love, we don't need walls and barriers and shields and, the archangels, the dragons, the unicorns, all of those things. Anything that we have that does battle for us, or any energetic shield, or the archangel's cloaks, or any of those things, those are all unconditional love. So when we are constantly sending out unconditional love of the highest vibrational frequency, when we are sending out the blue light, which is Christ's light, when we are sending out the violet flame, which transmutes everything, which is what Saint Germain, the keeper of the age, sends out, which transmutes everything, as I said. When we are doing those things, we are in a bubble of unconditional love when we do that. And so we immediately are emanating unconditional love. We are becoming more and more high vibrational. We are becoming more and more crystalline. And when we walk into a room, our vibrational frequency is so high that either people are going to be attracted to us so that their lower vibrational energies can be transmuted and they become high vibrational like we are, or they are going to be deflected from us because they're not going to want to be near us, because the energies are not going to match, and they're going to be like, whoa, can't go there. Our energies are going to be like, they're not going to match, and they're going to go the other way. They are not going to be able to bring our vibrational frequency down. And if for some reason they do start to get close to us, we are all surrounded by archangels and dragons and unicorns that swoop in, and they're like, nope, can't touch her. No, can't do it. She emanates the highest vibrational frequency of unconditional love, the white light, the blue light, and the violet flame all the time. She keeps herself grounded and centered. Her chakras are spinning and rotating. She lives from the center. She lives from the heart space. She knows who she is. She is living at her vibrational frequency. No, you cannot. So you go that way. She attracts to her what she is supposed to be attracting to her. And that is not you. Your energy does not match with her energy. So that is why we always end with doing that. That is all we need to protect us. We don't need to have all these barriers. That's all we need. That's what all those barriers are. Now, I know it is a comfort when someone is ill, or when there's illness in the family, or illness all around us, or if we're going into a difficult situation. It is a comfort to us to call in all those things. I love having all the dragons around me too. It is a comfort because we can go low vibrational ourselves when we get a little in our past and remember fear and drops our vibration some. So it's a comfort to call in the dragons to help us. And they love swooping in and helping. But the truth is that when we stay in the high vibrational frequency of unconditional love, we've got this, because that is who we are. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope you all will use it often during the day. It's much shorter now than it used to be, as y'all can tell. And the more often you use that, the better. And you walk into a store, spread the highest vibrational frequency of unconditional love under grace. The blue light, the white light, blue light, and the violet flame under grace. Just spread it. Send out dragons, send out unicorns too. They do a lot of good in public places. Yeah. Do it frequently. You'll be amazed at the difference it'll make in your life. Namaste.